It is September 5 and I am in Jasper, believe it or not. I've never hiked in Jasper before. It's pretty far up north from where I live. Anyway, gonna spend a few days here and I'm with my mama, and this is the very first hike we are doing. It's called the Opal Hills Trail. It's 8.2 kilometer loop trail. It's a 460 meter elevation gain over about 3 kilometers. They say it's the steepest trail in Jasper. So we're doing it first off, and anything after this should be a piece of cake. I'm so looking forward to this. It's the Labor Day weekend, so there's lots of people, and it's just after 10 in the morning. But that's to be expected. They're friendly anyway. This first part is really steep. The rating for this trail is extreme. So we'll see how we do. It's the season of the yellow flowers now. I bet these are arnica. Makes it pretty walking through the woods. Oh, there's a view. There's some Opal Hills. And then there's that view. Whoa, gorgeous. Okay, so it took about an hour and a half to get up to this spectacular viewpoint of steady climbing. That was really hard, but it was worth it. This Opal Trail number 22 is a very well marked trail. We were running out of water, so this is good to know that there is water on the trail. It is amazingly peaceful up here. And there is mosquitoes and some black flies though that are pesky, but not horrendous. I'm just enjoying this thoroughly. This week I said goodbye to my farm. And if you've been following me, you know what a trial that has been for me. It's been on the market for 6 years. I've owned it for 7. I bought it from my parents. And so my mom's lived there for 30 years. But we said goodbye. And she seems to be coping really well with it. So I'm very grateful. Did you know that the Bible was written over 1,500 years and 40 different authors compile the book? And most of these authors never met each other. They all have internal consistency and harmony. In 2 Peter, it says that God wrote the Bible and His word endures forever. There are 1,817 prophecies in the Bible, and 125 of them are in the Old Testament regarding Jesus coming to this earth. So that proves the authority of God's word, because these things all came true, and these things are going to come true, like the end time prophecies that God warns us about. If His coming to this earth the first time came true, then His coming to this earth the second time will definitely come true. So that's comforting to know that the Bible is true on its word. The Bible is so powerful that it can change people's lives. Long before scientists discovered that the earth was round, God told Isaiah, He said, it says the circle of the earth. So Christians knew a long time before scientists came around that the earth is round. The Bible is far and away the most published book and the most translated book that the world has ever seen. So this kind of segues nicely with what I want to tell you. I feel like such a huge load is lifted from my shoulders with the sale of my farm. And I feel like this is a whole new chapter of my life. Actually, a whole new book, a whole new beginning. So what I thought I would like to do is from now on, do a hike through the Bible. It may take me 50 years, but I am going to do it. Just because I love it so much. And Jesus is everywhere in the Bible. And I want to show that to you. So bear with me as I do a major marathon of the Bible in all my hikes to come. However, there is a few caveats. If I happen to be in a territory that begs to talk about something else, then I will deviate for a little bit, but I'll get back on track. Also, if I ever get 1,000 subscribers, it may take 100 years, but if I ever do, then I'm going to tell you my story, my personal story, because I really kind of want lots of people to hear it. I would tell you now, but I'm hoping more people will come on board. So anyway, that's the scoop. We were staying at Wapiti Campground for 3 nights, and because it was Labor Day weekend, I decided to reserve it online. And I'm glad I did that, because it is full. So for 3 nights, it was $84, and there's an online reservation fee. So if you just did the first come, first serve, it would be a little cheaper, but it was well worth it. And my dear mother, we are now living in luxury. It's the best camping experience I've ever had. She bought a camper, a secondhand camper. We're still trying to figure it out a bit, but we're so grateful to have our kitchen with us wherever we go, a fridge, we can eat fresh vegetables lots, and stretch out whenever we want. So this is deluxe. So I have to entice her to come hiking with me a lot so we can take her camper. Very grateful. Now when you come to the loop part, you can either go left or right. And I recommend going counterclockwise because that's the steepest part. And yeah, you want to get that over with on the ascent. Whereas this way is nice on the knees and not near as steep. Just a little bit of a tip for you. Who else has a mother that talks to every single person on the trail? Or maybe you are that mother that talks to every single person on the trail. Not just a hi, but a whole sentence. Oh man. Anyway, just got good enthusiasm. There's been obviously a forest fire through here at some point in this Earth's history. And it's sad to see the pine beetles destroying trees. Aw. But still amazing. Opal Hills Trail gets a 4.5 out of 5 for me. It's spectacular at the top. However, you spend most of your time, 3/4 of your time in the woods, I would say. And it is really, really steep. So that's the only drawback. But wow, once you get up there, just amazing. And if my 70-something-year-old mother can make it, you can too. After eating some nice lunch in Mom's portable kitchen in her new camper, so blessed. Got rested up a bit, and now we're doing a loop trail called the Mary Shaffer Trail. It's 3 kilometers and it's labeled easy. Just what we need after that hard hike this morning. And that hard hike this morning took us exactly 4 hours. Yesterday evening we went into the town of Jasper, and I picked up a book on 63 hikes in the Canadian Rockies. So I'm so excited to read through that book. but I specifically concentrated on the Jasper hikes, of course. I read up on them, and he has some interesting tidbits in there. So this Mary Shaffer lady was quite a lady. She was a Quaker from Philadelphia in the late 1800s, and she ventured all the way to Canada, to Jasper area, and she was became friends with the local native people here, and she was into wildflowers and collecting wildflower samples so she could draw them and stuff, and she became quite a celebrity when she went back home. And she came here by herself, and she rode horses all throughout here and exploring, and she's the one that named the Opal Hills because she's an artist, I guess, and it looked like an artist palette to her. Oh, this is nice. Pretty cold, hey? This is Moline Lake. Nice little trail, this Mary Shaffer Trail, although considerably crowded on this Saturday afternoon. So anyway, it was still fun. So who else will hike through the Bible with me? Until my next epic adventure, assalamu alaikum, shalom, peace.